Daly, Daly, you're the architect of the after, turning the hard roads into joy and into laughter. From the shoulder of the road to the blueprint of the plan, you're the one holding the vision for all of the land.
Have you ever started a brand new season of your life with massive motivation? You set the alarm for 5 a.m., bought the fresh planner, planned your meals for the week, promised yourself you were going to turn your health, your business, or your peace around overnight, only to feel completely drained, exhausted, and overwhelmed just 2 weeks later? If that has ever happened to you, I want you to take a deep breath, because you are not broken and you haven't failed. We live in a culture that is so obsessed with speed. We see quick fixes, overnight success stories, and 3-step tricks everywhere on our feeds. But here's an honest truth from someone who has had to rebuild her life from the ground up. Fast motivation usually leads to fast burnout. Real unshakable growth never happens in a sudden dramatic burst. It happens in the quiet, repetitive work that nobody sees, nobody likes, and nobody claps for. If you want to build a career, a family sanctuary, or a personal legacy that actually withstands the storms of life, you have to trade the anxiety of fast results for the deep, steady peace of daily consistency. If you're new here, welcome to the room. I'm Dr. Daly. I'm an insurance agent, certified life coach, and author. Now, my goal here is simple. It's to give you practical, real-life tools to help you rebuild your confidence, protect your mental peace, and step into your next chapter with strength. So if you're ready to stop sprinting until you collapse or start building a foundation that won't crumble, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now. Turn on your notifications and give this video a thumbs up. Also, you can find my complete story in my book, The Architect of After, on Amazon or at drnalidaily.com. Today, we're opening up to talk about why slow, intentional progress is the ultimate secret to peace. So drop an emoji in the comments if you're ready to build steady today. So let's dive in. In my book, The Architect of After, I share what it really felt like during some of the most demanding rebuild seasons of my life. I was balancing raising a family, studying night after night for heavy professional insurance designations, and trying to build a career in an industry that requires absolute precision. On top of that, I was working through the internal grief and adjustment of starting over. I remember sitting at my kitchen table late one evening, looking at a towering stack of textbooks, bills, and emails. I looked at the sheer distance between where I was standing and where I needed to go, and I felt a wave of absolute panic wash over me. The mountain just looked too steep. Have you ever felt like that? Where you look at your goals and the hill looks so high you just want to lie down and surrender? In that exact moment of overwhelm, I had to stop and recall a foundational lesson from structural building. A master builder never looks at the blank plot of land and tries to build the entire house in a single day. So I took a pen, wrote down my top priority for the next morning, and told myself, hey, listen, your only job tomorrow is to finish the wall. Your only job is to lay one single brick as perfectly as a brick can be laid. I realized that if I laid one solid brick on Monday, another on Tuesday, and another on Wednesday, the wall would eventually take care of itself. That simple shift, moving my focus from the entire mountain to just today's brick, instantly stripped the panic out of my progress and replaced it with an unshakable sense of peace. Now, here are 3 simple steps to master daily consistency. Step 1, shrink your focus down to today's task. Stop trying to solve next year's problems with today's energy. When you sit down and try to figure out how you're going to pay off all your debt, scale your business, or fix your entire life over the next 5 years, your brain gets overwhelmed and defaults to procrastination. I want you to shrink your horizon down to the next 24 hours. Ask yourself one simple question every morning. What is the single most important brick I need to lay today? Maybe today's brick is making 10 phone calls. Maybe it's taking a 30-minute walk. Maybe it's sitting down to study for 1 hour without looking at your phone. Do that one thing with excellence. Close the day and sleep peacefully knowing you did your part. Step 2. Fall in love with the routine, not just the result. Learn to appreciate your daily routine. Motivation is a wonderful feeling, but motivation is unreliable. It comes and goes based on how well you slept or what the weather looks like. You get my drift. Habit, however, is what actually carries you across the finish line. When you build simple, strong daily routines, whether that's your morning quiet time, your study hour, or your evening walk, you take your emotions out of the driver's seat and you stop asking yourself, do I feel like doing this today? And you start telling yourself, this is just what I do because I live by a higher standard. Routine protects your energy. And third, celebrate the progress no one else can see. So what you do is you acknowledge your own consistency. You don't need a public stage or a crowd of people cheering for you every time you keep a small promise to yourself. When you wake up and stick to your budget, when you choose patience over an argument, or when you study instead of scrolling on social media, take a second at the end of the night to validate your own effort. Every single time you lay a quiet brick, you are proving to yourself that you are a person of strength and integrity. So, don't let the speed of the world make you feel like you're falling behind. Stop comparing your day 1 to day 50 in somebody else's year 10. Keep your eyes on your own blueprint. Take life one day at a time and lay every single brick with care and pride. Small, steady steps will always carry you further than sudden, chaotic sprints. So if this message helped you, take a deep breath, release the pressure, and refocus on today. Remember to subscribe to my channel, hit that like button, and share this video with someone who might be feeling just a little bit overwhelmed right now. So let's chat in the comments. Drop a comment below and type 1 brick at a time to commit to steady, peaceful progress this week. So until next time, keep your head high, lay your brick strong, and live by the daily standard. I'll see you in the next video.
Oh, Daly, Daly,